Just when you think the internet can't get any worse, we've got this. Rent a Fender, Rent-A-Caster. Fender Musical Instruments Corporation announced a groundbreaking new service, Fender Rent-A-Caster, in a move that will shake up the music industry and maybe your bank account. Fender Rent-A-Caster. Gone are the days of hefty price tags and agonising over whether to go for the Sunburst Stratocaster or the classic Butterscotch Telecaster. With Fender Rent-A-Caster you can subscribe to receive a revolving selection of iconic Fender guitars delivered straight to your door. Right, before you get too excited, I mean, you've probably figured it out by now that this is some kind of classic April Fool's jape brought to us by the good people at gearnews.com. Now, personally, anyone who knows me as well will tell you I'm not a huge fan of whimsy or japes or anything else that involves having a sense of humour. But credit where it's due and all that, so well played gearnews.com. I wonder how far everyone else got through this article before they realised that it was a joke. How it works. Change your plan from the budget-friendly bedroom bluesman to the extravagant stadium superstar. Yes, there's a subscription level for everyone. Endless variety. You will receive a new Fender guitar regularly. Options include vintage reissues, the latest models, and even artist signature editions. Additional oops insurance. Let's face it, sometimes a solo gets a little too wild. It all kind of seems legit. Why Rent-A-Caster is a winner. Guitar commitment can be scary, says Fender CEO Andy Mooney. With Rent-A-Caster you get the thrill of rocking a new axe without the long-term investment. No more dusty guitars under the bed. Again, all good points, well made. Ultimate tone exploration. Experiment with single coils, humbuckers and everything in between to find your perfect sound. Impress your bandmates. Always show up to rehearsal with the freshest gear. The vintage vibe upgrade. For an extra fee, your guitar can come pre-dinged and road-worn for that authentic, has been around the block look. I mean, it still seems perfectly plausible. I know people who would actually sign up to this kind of thing. But wait, there's more. Fender Rent-A-Caster is also rolling out exclusive add-ons. Roadie on demand. A disgruntled teenager arrives to tune your guitar and hopefully hands you fresh picks. Amp of the Month Club. Pair your rental with a selection of classic Fender amps. The Groupie Experience. Receive mildly enthusiastic text messages from a bot. Right, if the penny hadn't dropped by now, then there's no hope for you. In fact, you probably still think that this is a legit proposal. And if you do, I've got some crypto I'd like to sell you. And some NFTs or something. But this actually got me thinking, right? Would this be something that could work in real life? Don't shame me. This is just it's just who I am. I've got some brain that isn't too busy at the minute, and this is what I'm choosing to use that capacity for. Look, we're probably all old enough to remember when Netflix used to send DVDs in the mail, and then you'd watch that DVD, and then you'd send it back. I mean, look at them now. They own you, you loser. That sounds mean. I'm a loser too. They own me. But if it worked for DVDs, then why wouldn't it work for guitars? I mean, Jesus, I've lost count of the guitars I have bought and sold in the last 3 years. My eBay balance looks like I'm a diamond merchant or I'm selling gold or something. I'm not. It's just the same £1,000 or so that go in and out of my eBay account at disturbingly regular intervals. And it doesn't matter how many different guitars I try or buy or trade or whatever. I just keep going back to the same 2 bog standard Strats that I've had for the last few years. They're like comfy slippers, or if you're a chick, Ugg boots or something. Apparently they're quite comfy. I don't think they do them in my size. Look, I'm not ashamed to admit that I shop for clothes and stuff with comfort in mind. Look at me, nothing else, just comfort. I'm too old to look cool in anything now. But anyway, I probably gave this idea about Rent-A-Fender more thought than I should have done to see if it would be practicable. Word of the day today, boys and girls, practicable. Practicable. And well, it probably wouldn't be practicable. You think, right, how many guitars would you need in your library, you know, to have available to send out to people, even if you were just doing Fenders? I mean, you need Tellys, you need Strats, Jaguars, Mustangs, Jadmasters, Meteoras, Duosonics, and that's before we even look at the basses or the colours. And then you've got the different models of each one. You've got custom shop, then you've got noiseless pickups, you've got different pickup configurations, road worns, then different neck shapes and scalloped frets. I've never played a guitar with scalloped frets because I don't know anyone that owns one, and I'm not paying Ingwe money for a guitar that I'm likely to suck playing. I'm not scalloping one of my own guitars. I would mess it up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a luthier. I can change my strings. I can set my guitars up. I can set a Floyd Rose up. I can set a Floyd Rose up pretty good these days. But scalloping? Come on, man. So, even if you had one of each guitar, you know, so one Strat in each colour with different pickup configurations, one Telly in each colour with pickup and different remember, we're just having Fenders. We would need, I don't know, at least, 400 guitars. You know, so we've got one of each model. But then what would happen if two people wanted the same guitar? I mean, how long are they allowed to keep these guitars for? You'd need millions of pounds just to get this thing off the ground, and then I can guarantee you'd be getting these guitars back covered in peanut butter or dog hair or jizz or worse. If I was running this show, that's how they'd be leaving my house. No, I think the only way this would be feasible is if Fender themselves decided to do it. Because, you know, they have all the Fenders. But they wouldn't, because they want you to buy guitars, not rent them. And how much would a monthly payment be? £25, £50, £100? Hey Fender, here's my £100. Now send me that 1962 Strat that Richie Blackmore threw up on. Thank you. 2 days later you'd be like, yeah, hi Fender, that Richie Blackmore throw-up guitar you sent me, well, my dog ate it. I've got insurance, haven't I? It'd be disaster. So I guess this will never happen. There's going to be a lot of very disappointed doctors and dentists out there. I'm sorry, fellas. Because they're the only ones that would go for this and have the money to do it. But talking about dentists and doctors, right? I saw a dude on YouTube the other day, and I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to shame the dude. But there's a guy, he had a YouTube channel, and like he had a full band set up in his garage. He had like stacks of amps and drums, and he had mic stands and everything. I mean, you could tell he was like, I don't know, a proctologist or something. He had money. And he was playing along and singing like, yeah, proper James Hetfield in it with his Rick Beato haircut and straight leg jeans and bad t-shirt. And he was playing along and singing to Metallica songs. I watched about a minute of this, right, and the cringe was so strong. I mean, I was like, that I had to turn it off. I mean, once he started doing his James Hetfield shouting, yeah, and oh, motherfucker. It was like rich white dude karaoke. Seriously, right, though, his setup, I mean, it must have cost like, I don't know, $5,000. I mean, the dude was living the rock star dream. But the comments were mean. They were brutal. I mean, not from me. I didn't leave a comment. I just turned it off and prayed that I'd get over the cringe. He gets more views than me. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is this is the sort of dude that would sign up to the Fender Rent and Axe service, and this is why it should never be allowed. Let me know what you think in the comments or something. I don't care. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.